Hey everyone, and welcome to a EV training guide for Ultra Sun and Moon. Now before we get started, you're going to want to make sure that you've done Kiawe's trial, the fire trial, so that you can buy adrenaline orbs from the Pokemarts. You're also going to want to grind a little bit of BP to get some power items from the Battle Royale Dome. The fastest way to gain BP in this game now is Mantine surfing, so I urge you to check out my guide on this. It quickly shows you how to do it. You can get 10 around, it's really fast. And then we can go from there. So I'm going to show you the SOS method for EV training, and then I'm going to show you the best spot for each stat. A very important thing to add is that you'll need to have each Pokemon that you want to gain bonus EVs to hold a power item each. I got this question a lot in my last video because I didn't properly specify, but yes, you'll need up to 6 of each power item to effectively train. Although you can just do one at a time, it is really fast. This is a recap video, so we're going to do some quick maths and talk about why this method works. So first of all, I'll only be suggesting one EV gain Pokemon because it rounds out nicely. It's nice maths because 1 plus 8, 8 being from the power item being held by your Pokemon, means that the wild encounter Pokemon always has 9 EVs, and then any EV gains are doubled by Pokerus, so this would be 18 if you knocked out the first Pokemon. But we never really do this. This is because we want this Pokemon to SOS call, or call for help, so that the Pokemon that comes to us gives us double the EVs, and then of course this will again be doubled by Pokerus. If you don't have Pokerus, knocking out an SOS Pokemon gives you 18. If you have Pokerus, you get 36 EVs per knockout. So if you didn't know, a stat can have up to 252 EVs, and by using this method it only takes 14 SOS Pokemon to max out a stat. Now of course if you have Pokerus, it only takes 7. If you're having trouble getting Pokerus, it's always worth going over to my Discord server and seeing if you can trade for a Pokemon that has it. Also, all of my Patreon reward Pokemon will have Pokerus, as this service just launched and I currently don't have many patrons. This might be worthwhile to you. Obviously it's not mandatory. So while I show you this SOS method, I'm going to be training HP EVs, and then I'll include the location at the end. It is Route 1 and it's Caterpie, but you know, just for sake of timestamp consistency, it'll be there. If we press Y on a Pokemon summary, we can see that they have no EV allocation right now, and we're going to go over and find us a Caterpie. So the reason I picked Caterpie, and the same reason I picked other Pokemon for other stats, is because they have a decent encounter rate. They SOS the same Pokemon, just so it's not confusing. And if they're like obnoxious to beat over and over, like for example Oricorio, I think last year was one of my suggestions, but people ended up telling me it was like really obnoxious. Also a lot of the defense EV Pokemon have sturdy, even though the one that, oh see, Caterpie, first time. The defense Pokemon that I'm going to recommend is Roggenrola. It has sturdy, but there are obviously ways around that, like multiple hit moves such as double kick. Anyway, I'll stop randomly talking and let's throw an adrenaline orb, because we want to get this Caterpie to start SOS calling ASAP first turn. We want a chance, so we didn't get anything, so now we can just spam A, or for me it's just L, because L equals A is the best thing that happened to Pokemon. Oh. Gotcha. Okay, this is the one that we're gonna defeat. So double kick. Yep, yeah. Whoosh, whoosh. So I've just gone through and beat 14 SOS Caterpies. As you can see by my PP, it's now 33. I've used 15. I did one more because I wasn't quite sure if I had full or if I had 47. So from this point we can just run away. Goodbye. And let's check our EVs. EVs. Ta-da! Now we're going to go on to the best location for each stat, and then I'll end the video. So if you've got to this point and you want to know the best stats, look in the description, there'll be timestamps, or you can just follow it along and absorb the information from each stat. Before you go, I'm going to recommend a Pokemon to you for all these training sessions, and that's Alolan Marowak. Reason is because it learns False Swipe, and it has 2 multiple hitting moves. Obviously for the sturdy Pokemon, it learns Bone Meringue at 21 or 27, and Shadow Bone at the other level. I can't quite remember, but it learns Bone Rush at 65. So if you can be bothered to train it to 65, get Bone Rush. I put a Leper Berry on just because Bone Meringue has 10 PP, I think, and you can farm these at Pokepelago or Pokepelago. So make sure you have a couple of these if you're going to use this Pokemon. I definitely recommend it. I also recommend, if you're going for special attack and you don't like the Magnemite, it honestly was the best I could find. That's a 1 base EV, but you could just go for Ghastly at the Howley Cemetery. It is a ghost type, which means you can't false swipe it, or you can just go to Mele Meadow and go for the Oricorio and go for 2 EVs, 2 base EVs, but then it's not nice quick maths, you know. Anyway, this video's over with. Finally over. I've been working on this since 11 last night. It's now 20 to 10 in the morning. As you would have been able to tell, my voice changed a few times. I whispered at points, I perked up about a coffee, and then I went back, researched some more, and then here we are now, all finished. So check the description if you want the timestamps. If you want to support me, there's various ways to do it. Obviously my Patreon just launched. It'd be cool to get a few of those going. But yeah, hopefully I can see you in a new video. See you later.